Speed of light in two universes, this one and an all-photon universe. Start with Einstein's equation, E equal mc squared. In simplest terms, energy is proportional to mass in this way. The amount of energy is equal to the amount of mass times the conversion factor, which is speed of light squared. Later, I'm going to adjust the speed of light in a thought experiment and see what happens. Background. Photons are both particles and waves. They make up the electromagnetic spectrum. They have no mass and travel at the speed of light. Photons can exist without mass, but mass cannot exist without energy. Example, photons are massless, but any mass can convert to energy through the equation E equal mc squared. Photons are bosons, and according to the Pauli Exclusive Principle, all bosons can fit into a single point. Fermions, or mass, cannot. Because they travel at the speed of light, photons, from their point of view, are outside of space and time. Google for lots of good articles to explain this strangeness. Outside of space means there is no distance between any photons. That means all photons are zero distance apart in a single point. Outside of time means there's no distance in time between the first photon created, the photons now, or any photon in the future. They are not separated by time because time for photons does not exist. Therefore, photons outside of time are eternal without start or end. So, because they are outside of space and time, all photons, or all electromagnetic energy, is in a single dimensionless point. Take this further. My suggestion is that this dimensionless point of all photon energy outside of space and time was the singularity that began the universe in a Big Bang, or, as I say, a little tear. In other words, the eternal photon energy universe produced a smaller subset universe of space and time that we're in. Here's how photons can make a universe of space-time. Photons can make matter through a process called pair conversion. Yes, energy can make mass. E equals mc squared. Photons can make electron-positron pairs. They can even make proton-antiproton pairs in rare conditions. Next, these elementary particles can make atoms that make the matter in the universe. Sum up. The eternal singularity of photons can make a smaller universe of space and time. But you say, how can photons be all that? Photons in this universe travel across space, have a specific speed of light, and seem to pop in and drop out of existence at certain specific times in a certain place in certain conditions. Here's my best guess. This universe of space and time requires a limit to the speed of light. The photon universe has no limits to the speed of light. So, I suggest photons exist in two forms depending on which universe they are in. The photons in this universe have a limit to the speed of light. The photons in the photon universe do not have a limit to the speed of light. Speed of light is a conversion factor and a constant that everything else in this universe revolves around. But what if it was different? Let's try a thought experiment and say the speed of light was infinite. Physicists say that if the speed of light was infinite, the following would happen. Time would not exist. Everything that happens would be instantaneous and happening here and now. There would be no past, present, or future. There would be no causality. A would not cause B. A and B would be happening at the same time. There would be no order of events. There would be infinite energy, all energy, and no mass. Here's why. E equals mc squared is also m equal E divided by c squared. But if the speed of light is infinite, it would require infinite energy to create mass. So what's my point? This hypothetical universe with the infinite speed of light exactly fits my scenario of a photon universe. Both are all energy, infinite speed of light, and outside of space and time. But wait, then how is it that photons in this universe react to the curvature of space and experience both red shifts and blue shifts and more? Stay tuned.